Okay, so welcome back everybody to another episode of the Hot Drop with your hosts Qrissy, Natarsha, and Hmay. And today we have one of the biggest Warzone streamers in the game right now, Hector, aka Repullze. Welcome. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here. Good. I'm doing good.
Thank you for coming on.
Just waking up, so let me open my eyes a little bit, but we're good.
Yeah, you're on that gamer sleeping schedule, little 4 p.m.
I am on the chalk sleeping schedule. It's 4 p.m. over here, and I'm barely waking up. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. How are you going at the Nuke Squad house?
Yeah, this is actually, I'm having a blast over here. To be honest, I was meant to come. First of all, nobody knew I was coming. I surprised everybody, and I was meant to be here for literally 3 days. Yeah. And now I'm on the 10th day here, and they're not letting me leave. I'm just trapped inside a cage, and they don't let me out. So.
Living the best life.
Literally.
It's been fun.
Yeah, I think that's like so cool though. Like you can just literally go to a different state and just like stay with your friends and like do your job wherever you can, like wherever you at. That's pretty fun.
The dream. I mean, like that's the whole reason why why I stayed. Like the last night that I was here, Chris Swagg. I'm gonna keep saying Chris. I never called him Swagg. It's Chris. Yeah. He told me, he was like begging me, like stay. I was like, dude, I can't. Like I need to go back and stream. I haven't streamed. He's like, dude, like just like we'll figure something out for you. So but pretty much we came up with the idea that I literally just I got Paradox sent me a streaming PC. We got his old gaming PC that's actually like fucking insane. It has a 3090 and like all this. It's insane PC. Bought monitors, keyboard and mouses, and set up a whole streaming setup in here. And I mean, it's been cool. It's been fun. So now, anytime I come to LA, I have a spot to stream from, no matter what.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
That is dope.
Yeah.
So you guys got me like that when I come to Nat's house? You're gonna sit me out
Qrissy and Nat begging me to stay.
I don't have your cheats on my PC.
What? I got them off you. Chill.
A little USB or something.
So do you guys like all live in the same city, or are you guys like? I'll be honest, I'm kind of stupid, so I don't really know how like Australia works. Like,
no,
we're in the same state. We're in the same state, but we're really far. Well, they're an hour from each other.
Yeah,
I'm yonks away. I'm like 6 hours, I think.
Wait, y'all haven't met in person yet?
We're gonna meet. To
be fair, I keep bringing it up, and we're supposed to do it in February, and now it's March. So,
dude, you guys are sad.
No, Haley was gonna stay with me. Like after she came back from America, she was gonna stay with me, and we were gonna like set her up in her own room in my house and stuff. She's gonna stream here. But because of COVID and stuff, and
then
like
she's sold, and she's not doing it anymore.
But she doesn't need a quarantine or anything.
Hell no.
She hates me, man.
It's always me messing it up.
It is.
But like speaking of like streaming and stuff, what originally got you into streaming?
Okay, so this story. I'm good to elaborate, right? We're good.
Of course. Go crazy.
Yeah.
So I personally never thought I would be in this position. I didn't like. Obviously, I thought streaming would be fucking cool, but like, I was never like, oh, like I want to be a streamer. Like, I just like, I was working as I graduated as a physical therapist assistant, and I was working home health. Pretty much going to grandma's houses and just giving them therapy is what I was doing. And I remember Diaz. I've been playing with Diaz for the last 6 years now, right? And Diaz has always been. I mean, everybody knows who he is, right? I guess I don't have to introduce him, right? Okay.
No.
Cool. DiazBiffle. And I've been playing with him for the last 6 years. And I mean, I always knew how fucking talented that kid was. And I would always tell him, because like I would play wagers and I would do all this stuff and I would compete against pros. I'd be like, bro, like I genuinely think you are this back when I was like back in Infinite Warfare. Like that's how long ago this was. I told him, I was like, dude, you are literally the best player in the fucking world. Like, I'm not even trying to gas you. Like, I genuinely just think I've never seen you like perform bad. Like, this is when he was 14 years old. Right, he's what, 19 now? And so I've been telling this for like the longest time. I was like, yo, you need to stream, you're literally so fucking good. And he was like, nah, nobody wants to watch somebody who has 40 followers on Twitter. And I was like, whatever, bro. Literally, that was his response. And I was just like, all right, whatever. So Warzone came out, and then pretty much the MFAM gauntlet, and that's another story in of itself with how the boys were formed, but I'll stick to the subject. So So Diaz was playing with Nick, and at the time he wasn't streaming, and so Diaz was playing a tournament. No, this was like 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks before the tournament. I was like begging D. I was like, D, like you are dropping hella high kill games. Like you need to stream. You need to stream. You need to stream. Right? It's funny how all this shit works. And D goes, nah, like I don't want to stream. Like, and so D literally goes, why don't you stream? Because I had a PC at the time. He's like, I don't think he had a PC at the time. He was like, why don't you stream and I'll just play with you. And I remember he said we can be like Nick and Neo. Like he's like, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, back in Black Ops 3 days, Nick used to stream. I don't believe Neo streamed at the time, and Nick would stream, and Neo was the cracked out kid that he would play with all the time, right?
Yeah.
So that, and I was like, all right, like I'll stream. Like it was never like just everybody like just so, like it was never ever for me. I never thought like I would be here. I can say that like with the most sincere heart. Like I genuinely, even to this day, I just want Diaz to succeed in life. Like, so I was like, all right, if that's going to put you on, I'm fucking down. Like, I was like, all right, so I streamed. It was fun. And then literally the next fucking week, Nick has a subscriber tournament and ends up picking up Diaz because Diaz was the highest kill leader in the tournament that he hosted the week before that.
Yeah.
And so Nick ended up hopping on a call with D and said, bro, you were way too good at playing this video game to not stream. So I've been telling him for 6 fucking years. He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then Nick tells him once and then says, okay, I'll stream. So that's how Diaz streamed. That's how I started streaming. That's how Diaz started streaming. And then, yeah, so that's how that happened.
That's cool, though,
That's
because
pretty sick.
you didn't, like, stream for yourself. Like, you were wanting to showcase someone else's skills, and then it just ended up working out that, you know, you fell in love with it, obviously, and kept going with it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was kind of, it was weird. It was very, I don't know, like, I just didn't, I had a whole plan of, like, what I wanted to do in life. Like, I was going to go get my PhD. Like, I had everything planned already, and then this came up, and then it just took over. I mean, I'm blessed to be here. Thank God I decided to do this. Thank God I met the little kid he has over there.
And it's good that, I think it's good he met you, because you really did push him to, like, try and be the best person he could be. That's dope.
I hope I did.
No, like, even so that was like after IW, or like around that time, like 4-ish years ago.
So you're talking about when I started streaming?
When you started streaming, you.
Oh no, I started streaming literally last year. No, a year and a half ago. Yeah. So this was MFM Gauntlet. So this was about in April. It'll be 2 years.
Yeah.
So it was about a year and a half, 2 years ago that this all happened. And then, yeah. So, I mean, everything's just kind of, I don't know. I really don't know what happened. I don't know. I just came on
That's
stream and had
crazy.
fun.
A year, 2
Everything
years.
happens for a reason.
Right.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
That's cool. That 2 years and you've like accomplished so much in 2 years streaming.
It's so awesome seeing it.
I know. And like, even speaking of, like Haley was, I just remember like Haley even like watching your streams like last year. And like, that's how I found you, through Haley.
Hector used to be a fan of me.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what? I'll never forget this. And literally, I remember we played with Hmay like in the early days of all our streaming, like mine and Diaz's streaming career. And I remember one time we were just sitting in Discord. And I remember Hmay told me this, and I'll never forget it because she told me, she was like, we would always joke around, but she was like serious one time, and she was like, hey, like you really good at this. Like you can become a big streamer. And I was like, oh, like shut up, man. Like, I'm just like. So I remember Hmay told me that from literally the very beginning. She always told me like, yo, you can do this. And I was just like, oh, like thank you. Yeah.
That's dope.
I saw
So
it.
wholesome.
That is actually wholesome. That's so cool, man. Like even it's a bit like when you go to, you guys know, you've watched Hector's stream before, and you know how like much energy like you have, and just like the good vibes that you bring. Yeah, like anyone that watches your stream like knows that you were built for this. Like you actually were built for this. I'm not even kidding.
The
Like you're
energy
so
is
entertaining.
crazy.
You're so entertaining.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
Do you feel that pressure to keep that energy? Like at the stream?
I mean, I don't want to say pressure, but it's more of like I have a very like obviously I don't know if you guys know, but my girlfriend Ashley, I talk to her a lot with everything, with all this, and she's a big part of this. And I tell her like, I have these conversations. I'm like, yo, if I'm not ready to give 100%, if I'm not gonna get on and like keep stream like what I know I can bring, I just won't get on. Like, so for me, I don't really have that pressure. It's more of like, okay, how do I feel today? Like, do I feel good? All right, I'm hopping on. If I feel like, you know what, like I could get on and like, I just won't be as like high energy as possible. I then from there, I'll just tell myself, you know what, like it's not worth it. Like if you're gonna get on, like you gotta be 100%. Like you can't like, so like a lot of like literally sleep is super important for me because like there's days where if I get like, no, not even kidding. I know this is like normal for everybody. If I get like 6 hours of sleep, I know like I'm probably not streaming that day because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like I have to get like 8 to like 10 hours of sleep. And then I'm wake up and I'm fully fucking ready to go. So, so it just depends. Like there's not really pressure because genuinely like I get on and I just have a lot of fucking fun. Like this is just fun for me. Like and as long as I know that I'm feeling 100%, I can give stream 100%. Then like I'll get on. But apart from like actual pressure, nah, I don't think there's really any like. I don't really feel the pressure. To like
be high energy. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. It comes naturally, and if you don't feel that, you don't get on. I like that.
Yeah.
And that's a good point as well because like the chat, like they feed off what the stream is like. So if you're not giving your energy, then it's not even gonna be a good stream anyway.
I get very like on tourney days. That's why I don't play as many tourney days. Like I'll play tournaments, but it's only like when I know like that tournament's like huge, like everybody's competing and there's a lot of hype behind it. It's like, okay, I cannot play that. But as far as I know, there's like hella little tournaments. I don't like to do that because literally I'll get on stream and I'll play a tournament and everybody's like, what's wrong, Hector? Like, are you okay? Like, I'm like, no, like, I'm sorry. I'm just locked the fuck in. Like, it's things like that just like, but nah, it's fun. Like I genuinely enjoy doing this shit. Like I don't know if you guys saw, I tweeted out like a video the other day of me as a kid. And it's like, my mom told me I've always had this, she hated it. She said I had way too much energy for my own good growing up. So, I mean, hey, I'm able to channel that into something else, which is great doing this,
No, it works out. It works out. But like speaking of like how you started streaming and how you met Diaz and all that, how was like the Baka Bros established?
How did it come to be?
How did it create? Okay.
How did it come to be?
Okay, I'll explain everything from the ground up, right? So the Baka Bros, I like to think that like I kind of saw this coming, the Baka Bros, and so I grew up playing video games my entire life. I grew up like watching streams. I grew up watching Nick, watching Swagg. I grew up, watching Scum. All these people, play and stream and stuff like that, right? And I always thought it was cool. And so Diaz, obviously, you saw how I met Diaz.
Yeah.
Lucky, I met Lucky through literally a Twitch chat. I was in a Twitch chat, and I remember I asked. He was asking for people to play wagers with, and his record was like 21-0. And I was like, and this was back in Fortnite. And I remember I was like, oh, like my record's 15-0. Do you want to play together? And so we started playing together wagers, and we did really good together. We won a bunch of wagers together and stuff like that. That's how I met Lux, right? So we ended up stopped playing Fortnite together. And then then Warzone came out, right? So this is kind of how I envisioned all this to happen. So at the time, it was just myself and Diaz playing together. And I told D, I was like, yo, like, obviously you saw Fortnite before Warzone. Fortnite was like the biggest thing in the world. I mean, it's still pretty big, right?
Yeah.
And so Warzone, I saw what Fortnite did for people. I saw people, so many like Booga, all these streamers, all these guys blow up and blow into something crazy, right? Like, they made these people's careers. And I remember Warzone was coming out the next week, like literally the next week. And I remember I was playing with Diaz at the time. We were playing wagers together every single day. And then we found out Warzone was coming out. And I was like, and I remember thinking this in my head. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why. I just knew that this was going to be the craziest opportunity for like all of us.
Yeah.
Right? So I told D, I was like, yo, I really think like we can blow up off of this. And I was nowhere thinking streaming. I was more thinking competitive.
Competitive,
like,
yeah.
That's where I thought like, and I told D, I was like, yo, like Warzone's going to come out. Like, I really think Warzone's going to start this crazy like next generation of streamers and stuff like that. And I feel like there's going to be competitive and all that stuff. Like we can be the best in the world, but we need to find one person who wants to grind with us. So Warzone came out, and then it was me and Diaz just playing by ourselves, playing duo trios. and we would play with random people. We can never find anyone. And then I remember Lucky. I had known him because of Fortnite, and he posted some clip on Twitter of him like playing with like a P90, like whatever, on pubs, like not even Warzone, pubs. And I was like, in my brain, I was like, okay, like he has a good shot, like we. Thinking these things in my head, like
there we go.
I was. Sorry, am I good?
Sorry, you're good now.
Yeah,
it was it froze for a second.
Okay.
I was like, oh no.
I was like, he's gonna lag out. No, you're good.
Okay. All right, if my internet's bad, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
They're working on the internet right now for the Nuke Squad house, so just hopefully everything's good.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking like I was like looking at Lucky's clips, and I was like, okay, like his shot's really good. Like hopefully he's good at like Warzone and he can do good decision making. So long story short, I asked Lucky to play. Lucky's like, I'm down. We ended up playing together. The chemistry was pretty good. We just clicked. And then literally the next week, or like 2 weeks later, Nick Merckx hosted an MFAM tournament. And we ended up playing that together, and we got fourth. We got fourth, and we're like, yo, like, this is the team, this is the squad. And then that's when Diaz, in that tournament, Diaz had the highest kills out of anybody. And then that's when Nick picked them up for his tournament. And you guys heard the before what happened there. But so that's kind of how it formed. Is I kind of saw like the potential for all this to be something really, really big one day. And I saw what Fortnite did for people. And I was like, you know what? Like Warzone is going to be the next big BR. And I need to find this like a group of 3 people to just really grind with. And obviously I was already playing with Diaz. And then Lucky was the perfect fit to add to our group. So that's kind of how we were all formed.
That's cool. I like that. Awesome. I feel like that same like energy and potential that you see in like people. I feel like I felt that with like Haley and Nat as well. Like I get where you're coming from with that. So that's a dope like origin story. And especially since like I mean, Nat didn't even come from like COD. She came from like CSGO. But I knew that like when we all met, I was like, yo, this is
that was in my DMs asking for the carry.
That's crazy. That is not the carry.
They tweeted out and said they needed one for a tournament, and I had no friends. Okay. So I messaged a friend and I was like, can you ask Haley to ask me to play?
You're scared of messaging yourself.
I had no friends. I didn't have anyone.
I didn't even know you came from CSGO. That's crazy. Like,
yeah, she came from CSGO.
How was that transition from like from that?
Well, I played competitive for years and then I quit. And then I was kind of just bouncing from game to game. Like I was playing Rainbow Six and like a bunch of other games. And people kept going, try out Warzone, try out... And I was like, no. Like, COD?
Yeah.
No way am I touching that. And then I ended up getting so bored. I was like, all right, I'll try it. And I just loved it. I used to sit on the Superstore roof with the HDR.
Oh my god.
so she was a rat.
I didn't know how to play. I didn't even understand what a loadout was. I was so behind everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going
that's
on.
dope. I didn't even know that. That's awesome. I didn't even know that.
But it's nice to see that you guys like stuck out from like, you know, all the way back then to now and see how far you guys have come. It really is like a big inspiration, you know? So
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Cool.
I've always said like one of the biggest things that I think like, in my opinion, what a lot of people lack now is loyalty. And it's like no matter what, like even with us and the boys, like I talk to the boys, I'm like, yo, like I don't like me personally, this is me, like I don't like whenever we all stream at different times. Like I like us to all like stay together, stream at the same time, like be together constantly. Like that's just me. Like
that's what I be saying.
Well, me go.
Every night.
I say get on that this time. Get on it this time. No one gets on it this time. No one gets on it this time. Everyone gets waking up at midnight.
7 p.m. Qrissy. 7
Oh my god.
No, I feel.
Man,
sorry.
you gotta change the schedule, man. You got to.
Yeah, Haley
have to. We've been on her ass. We've been on her
talking about
ass.
it before the podcast.
When I get back from America.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, y'all keep her accountable because I'm gonna be watching.
No, we will. But yeah, like, you know, you were saying, like, you just love when you're all together.
Yeah, like, it's just, like, I don't know. I think, like, a lot of the times, like, people will play tournaments together and then, like, they'll lose or something bad will happen and then they'll just stop playing together or whatever. Like, it's like, I think that's why we've had like, I mean, like I said, I don't want to paint this picture that like everything's perfect, right? Like we're all fucking brothers, so we argue like crazy. Like Lucky and we argue like our fucking like I feel like I'm married to the kid, bro. Like, me and him argue a lot, but the thing is, it's like instead of just arguing, let's just stop talking. We'll argue and then all right, what the fuck's wrong? Why are you crying? Like, and we'll talk about it and then we'll fix it. All right, we're good. So I think that's just like, I think that comes with a lot of maturity, and it's just like we stuck together no matter what, and like we are brothers at the end of the day. And so I mean, I think that's just a lot of the COD scene lacks, in my opinion. Like I think the only other people that are doing that right now is like, let's say Tommy, with TBE, Tommy, Noobs and Alvin. They them as well have been doing that, and I mean, look at their success in just competing in general. But for us, we're more of like content creation and just like streaming together and all that stuff. So I mean, I love what us three have, and so I think I pay a lot of that to just us being loyal to each other and never really like splitting no matter what happens. You know?
Yeah, and it all comes down to chemistry as well. Like, you gotta like each other. You gotta like each other.
I feel that.
Yeah. Any talks on a little Baka Bro house though? Because I know like you
take all that chemistry and put it into a little house.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you guys a little inside scoop, a little exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talks about a house have been in development for a long time now. But Lucky at first didn't want to move
to Texas.
Yeah, Lucky didn't want to move from Texas.
That's
LA.
so funny.
Wait, why?
We'll get into it.
I'm telling you, Texas is fucking amazing. Like, I mean, I'm out here in LA, like, and I love it, but there's just something about Texas. It just
Texas, Tennessee.
Very homey. Tennessee is not in Texas. So there was like, at first Lucky didn't want to go to LA or didn't want to move from LA. Then Diaz didn't want to move from Texas. And so it was this just big struggle. And I was like, it's never going to happen. And so, I mean, we've been in talks with a couple things. I kind of decided to take things into my own hands. And I'm planning on buying a house soon in Frisco, in Texas. And Diaz pretty much said, like, he wants to move in with me. And then once Diaz said that, then Lucky said he wants to move in with me. So we're trying to figure things out. But then I'm like, okay, instead of me just buying a house, why didn't we just get a content house? So complexity. We might cook something up.
I love that.
That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's dope. Like, that's so cool. So it'll be like you, Ashley, Diaz, Lucky. That's a vibe.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That would be the squad coming together. And I mean, I've been here at the Nuke Squad house for like what, 5-10 days, somewhere around there. And we've already put out so much content. So I mean, imagine the stuff that we could do with all three of us together, like myself, Lucky, and D.
I know.
I mean, we'll see. I'm not gonna promise anything. It's more of the boys, like whatever they want to do. Me, I'm ready to go whenever. So
yeah,
it's just
I like
more
that.
Of them.
And like, even talking about IRL stuff, like your vlogs and stuff, they go off and they're so good. Like, imagine just like you guys there every single day. Yeah, like that's
what I'm saying. Like, I love vlogging. Like, I think one of the things apart from streaming, like what I genuinely love doing is vlogging and doing IRL content. So I mean, if we can get a house to be able to do that, that'd be awesome.
That's cool. Speaking of, like, earlier you were talking about how like loyalty between friends and all that. I was even thinking, like, do people even try and pit you guys against one another? Like, between you two, like you three, sorry.
Or even you guys?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you have like people that do that, and like, but like for us, it's really like we just drown out like all that shit. Cause like, I mean, that happens. Like it's even when I was playing with Diaz. Like, oh, like you're like Diaz is so much better than you, and I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, so it's like it's things like that. Like, but like to be honest, we don't get it too much, and even when we do, it's like we've learned that like the thing is, we've been friends before all like the streaming stuff happened, so we know how we are like without it, and then now we know how it is to have people watching us on a daily basis, and then obviously with that comes like people criticizing and people talking shit all the time, and so we've kind of learned to just drown out all the hate and all that stuff. But I mean, that comes just with the territory, and I mean, at least for me, I really don't pay attention to all that shit. Like, I mean, people are gonna. I don't. Let's be honest. There was like a turning point in my streaming career where I just said like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. Like, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. And
That's so fun.
Yeah, and I think that's, to be honest, I think that's when like my stream started to do really good, when I just stopped giving a fuck. Like,
stop caring.
You know, I was very like, hi everybody, like, hi stream, like, here I'm gonna play, like, I'm trying to drop haiku games, like, and then I was just like, you know what, dude, I'm just gonna fucking have fun, and that's kind of how, like, that's when I think really like the shift of stream really happened for me. When I just stopped caring what anybody, all the haters thought and all that stuff.
Yeah,
That's the best mindset you can have too.
Yeah.
especially in this industry and as a streamer. Like, people got a lot to say. People got a lot to say.
It comes with the territory. Everybody's always so opinionated, and it's just it is what it is. You know, you just gotta deal with it.
You do, and it's good that you have like friends that are all in the same like industry. You guys can deal with it with each other, so it's nice.
Yeah,
I like
the boys. To be honest, I don't think we've ever been really like affected from like what people have to say. Like, I mean, if anything, I get fucking mad. Like, I get mad when people call Diaz a cheater and shit. People, I guess I consider him like my little brother.
Yeah.
And like so when people like call him out, that's the only time I'll like get mad and like, shut the fuck up, like, shit, like.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough though, because when people like, even just like the cheating allegations or accusations, like. Even us three, like recently, we've been bombarded by like trolls online, making videos on us, saying things about us, and like, it kind of sucks when you work so hard to show people that how good you are, for them to try and bring you down and say that your skill
totally
isn't what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it comes with. I mean, you have to remember that a lot of these people. I'm not gonna say any names, but a lot of people are just trying to make careers off of it.
True.
I can 100% guarantee you, like, they don't actually believe that you're cheating, but because people's YouTube videos do better, like, they get clicks, they do it, right? So it's like a lot of these times, like, I think just the average viewer or the average just person doesn't understand, like for me personally, like, I've been playing Call of Duty for 15 fucking years. Like, I'll get called a cheater every once in a while. Like, Diaz, I've been playing for fucking, like, you know, a long time. And I don't even know how many years you guys have been playing, but like, it comes with just like people don't understand how much time like you have to put in to be good. Like, 100%. So it just, people are gonna obviously think that people cheat. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Gotta just ignore the trolls. Ignore the trolls. Ignore the haters. But we just wanted to say also, congratulations on joining Complexity. That was a big move.
Now we know
we spoke on that in one of our episodes. We were like trying to guess what like org you guys were gonna join.
And none of us got it right. By the way.
I thought you guys were gonna join Optic. What did you guys guess? I was like Optic. It's Optic.
Oh wait, no, Qrissy did Optic.
Yeah, I said Optic.
I did 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I don't think I'm at this.
Maybe NRG. I don't remember.
Energy.
Yeah.
I didn't think FaZe. I remember talking. I was like, I don't think it'd be FaZe because Nuke Squad is.
Yeah.
So I was like NRG.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys a little. I feel like a lot of people. I'm getting very like inside scoop. I haven't told anybody.
Yeah, inside scoop.
Whoever's here right now or is watching this, we have the inside scoop.
Yeah.
So I do want to say we did have offers from like a lot of the orgs that people are naming. A lot of people who
Okay.
But we ultimately decided that Complexity was the best move for us. We really fucked with what Tim had, like what Tim is planning and what Complexity is planning, and the things we want to do. I mean, you see it all the time, and like people join organizations, and it's like, oh, this person joined this org, and then like it's like hype for like a week, and then it's like whatever, like that org doesn't really even pay attention to them anymore. Like for us, we wanted to join something that felt like a family and somebody who really prioritized us and was like, how can we propel you guys to the next level? And that's the way complexity really like made us feel like, and they've done a lot for us. I mean, I can't say a couple things, but we got a lot of stuff in store with them. So like, I mean, that was a big thing for us, and obviously like agreed on what you said with FaZe. Like they have Nuke Squad, and it just from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense to pick up another group in the same category. So that also as well, and like, I mean, to be honest, bro, I just like. I really fucking love complexity. Like the people in that org are like down to earth, and I really like they're great people. And I fucking love Tim. His ass is fat.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, not him fat. His ass. Okay. His ass.
His ass
Just want to clarify that before I get in trouble.
No, I like that because I feel like a lot of people, if they were put in the same position, they would think like they'd see a name and that's all they would want to, go for.
Yeah, they just jump at it. They wouldn't even like take the time.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I remember us three we sat down and talked, and we're like, no, we got offers from these, whatever it was, and it was like, okay, like fuck the money, fuck all that shit. Like, let's talk about like what we want in an org. Let's talk about what like who we want to represent and who like we're gonna be proud of to have on us, and like not just do it for the clout or anything like that. Because like if you join an organization just for solely joining an org for clout, like I feel like that's already starting on a bad foot with an organization. So
100%.
Yeah, so that's kind of what that's how we all kind of decided to do for that. So cool, it ended up good.
I think it's a good fit too. I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. I was like,
I didn't expect it, but I feel like it makes the most sense. Yeah, it just does.
I'm gonna say this: the people. I mean, you guys. I don't know if you guys saw. There is a big announcement soon.
So exciting.
I don't know if you guys saw the video that they posted on the Complexity channel. I gotta be very careful not to fucking leak anything. Holy shit!
The videos that they posted of you was so cool.
Yeah.
The announcement video.
Yeah.
That was different level.
Insane.
That was different level.
That was so good.
No, because that actually set the standard for like announcement videos.
I've never seen anything so good.
Yeah.
It was done so well.
Thank you.
And everybody said the same thing as well.
That's what we kind of wanted when we did that. It's like we told them we're like our announcement video. We want it to be like something that like literally that's what we said. We wanted to set the standard for what announcement videos are. And we had so many ideas. We put our minds together and we came up with this. And we said this is fucking lit. Like we're doing it. And the production level, and I mean, our guy Michael, he actually used to make movies.
So that
I think he's like, I don't really know what like his official job description is, but he's the one who does all like the media stuff, right? And he's fucking amazing. And so he killed it in that. He brought our vision to life. And so I mean, yeah, that was cool. That was literally the craziest shoot ever because we thought it was gonna be from 6 p.m. From 6 p.m. to like 12, and we're like, okay, like a 6-hour shoot.
6 hours.
Fuck. Nah, we've got there at 6. We didn't literally. I flew in that day at 12 in the morning, right? Then 6 was the shoot. 6 to fucking 7, 8 a.m.
Oh my god.
We finished. I boarded a flight at 9 a.m. It was literally like back home. It was a crazy.
Kind of.
Then to top it all off, they go at the end of the shoot. We're like dead tired. They go, okay, can you guys fly to Florida in a week to go film with him? And we're just like, all right, let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was cool. It was worth it. It was worth it.
It was worth it. Because what? It was like, it just goes to show how much effort goes into it for like what? Was it like a 2-minute video? Like a 3-minute? Was it?
To be honest, I don't even know.
Yeah, but like
2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 minutes, like 12 plus hours, multiple flights. Like, but that just goes to show it really did set the standard. So I really enjoyed that announcement video.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was such a sick video.
Sorry, but you were saying earlier, like, there's going to be a big announcement on Cold coming out.
Yeah,
Cold.
I thought we skipped
What was that one?
Okay. I'll give you guys the inside scoop. So we are. I just like I know what we have planned. I know who I'm gonna say this complex, and I'm not even saying this because I'm on the org, but I think complexity is like the next big thing. I think the things that they're planning. We have a big announcement soon. That I don't know should be revealed soon. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna get in trouble.
Of course.
I've already gotten in trouble so many times with complexity already for doing some shit. And just we have a lot of content creators that we are planning to pick up, and just people in general. And so just the things that we have planned is just, it's really dope. And I think Complex is doing an amazing job at everything. And we just believe in them. We believe in that they're the next big thing. So that's why we joined them.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first, chat. Go and follow Complexity on Twitter. Noti's on. I'm excited to see what's coming. Holy. But even just switching the conversation from like streaming to like Warzone in general, how are you liking Caldera? Do you like it? Over Verdansk?
Oh, over Verdansk.
Over Verdansk?
Okay, look, Verdansk, I'm going to say this right now, and I think I've talked to this with my chat and stuff like that. I think we can all agree that we took it for granted, Verdansk, because that
we did.
It had its flaws, but like I could get on, play for 8 hours, and then just like, I was never really like, oh, like I'm sick and tired. Obviously, there were certain things that like made the game unplayable. But now we come to Caldera, and it's like, look, I will say this though, they are listening. Like, what am I allowed to say? All I'm gonna say is they are listening. That's that. All I'm gonna say is they're listening.
He's got that inside ear. He knows they're listening.
That's all I'm gonna say is they're listening. I don't want to get in trouble. I've been getting in trouble so much.
Someone get Repullze's publicists out here. What's going on?
They call me Leak Pulse. They call me Leak Pulse.
Leak Pulse.
All I'm gonna say, like, that's all I'm gonna say is like, I mean, look at the loadout change. They reverted it.
True.
And, that alone has made the game so much more enjoyable in the last 3 days, 4 days. I just think as before, I would not touch Caldera, and I did not like it. It was just there's too much open area for you just to get shot from. Like it really does minimize the skill gap.
Agreed.
But after the loadout change, it really did make the game a little bit more fun. And I think hopefully with season 2, you know, I don't know, added POIs, added things to make it.
No, please,
they're
do.
gonna blow that volcano up or what?
I hope so.
Yeah,
Please, get it out.
Yeah, actually, that would be dope. They actually do need to add something in the middle because
they blow it up and they move capital there.
That's literally what I've been saying. That's literally what I've been, like, capital is the perfect superstore. Like if they just had peak on the outside of the map and had like capital in the middle, that like I love capital. It's so fun to fight there, but there's never any end zones there. Like literally never.
I rarely fight there. Rarely fight there.
They should just go get Superstar and bring it back.
Imagine
Literally, that's literally what I said.
That would actually be cool. That actually would be cool.
That would be sick. Imagine we load up the game and Superstores in Caldera.
Oh my god.
I love these would not be dead.
Would be there. Dude, it'd be so hard. No one would make it out alive.
I agree. Look, like I like the way the game runs. Like I will say that, like the game runs good, but I just think the map itself, with some changes, I think it can be very good. Right now, there is leaks. I'm telling you right now, I don't know if this is true. I swear. Yeah. But just what I've seen on Twitter, is there's supposed to be. I swear. There's like this like redeploy thing coming that is rumored to come. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it's
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, this like balloon that's supposed to like lift you up and then you can redeploy. Something like that comes into play. Anything to make the game faster paced, because right now
it helped the pacing. Yeah.
Dude, I've been saying something like that. Right, I've been saying red doors. Imagine if red doors came back. Like that'd be so fun.
They just need to increase the pace of the game, because I think at the core, Call of Duty isn't a bad Caldera isn't a bad like map.
I like the map. I like the map. I just don't like that it takes half an hour to go from like capital to Arsenal.
Yeah, I just think there's too much dead time. Way too much dead time.
Exactly.
Either there's a couple of things that could fix it. They increase player count to 200. That way you're actually fighting people, like a lot of people.
Oh,
that'd be spicy.
Yeah,
I'd actually like that.
We'd never pop. We'd never get a lobby.
That's what I'm gonna say. You guys are down atrociously.
We would be down.
You gotta move to Texas. You gotta move to Texas. Come on now.
Yeah, not.
Yeah, not.
I'm telling you that Texas is the place to be. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all he's gonna say. But even saying that, like you said you didn't really like playing Caldera, but now that you're having more fun with the loadouts, But you also said earlier that you don't really even like playing tournaments because you just want to interact with your chat more, you know?
Your mic's cutting out of my head.
Oh my
Your
God.
mic completely cut out.
Am I here? Am I here now?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Sorry. I was saying that you said earlier that you didn't really want to play tournaments because you wanted to interact with your chat more. Do you think that you will play more tournaments in Caldera? Because
I mean, there's been a couple of tournaments announced really soon that I'm definitely playing in.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's just being selective and knowing what I bring to the table. And I remember Yuli. I don't know if you guys know who, Nick Merck's like right hand man. His name's Yuli, right? And he's a good friend of ours. And one of the things that he always stuck out to me, and it's just a big advice to anybody aspiring streamers, just in general, like anybody. He said the biggest advice he ever gave me, and I think I took that and ran with it with streaming, is know your lane. So for me, it's like I never claimed to be the best in the world. Like I never claimed to be like the best Call of Duty player ever. Like no, like I know my lane, I know what I bring to the table, and I don't try to be something that I'm not. So like with me, like tournaments are fun and I love them. I love competing. I love putting both, right? Competing and entertaining. But just when it makes sense, right? Like if there's a tournament that like it's a small tournament, it's like they run for like 12 hours and it's like it's not really worth it instead of just having fun on stream and building my connection with my family, you know. So that's why I just don't like to play too many tournaments. It's just I genuinely just enjoy having fun with my chat. And I don't like to take time away from that.
I like that. So. And fair enough.
I like that.
Fair enough. What do you think, like we were just talking about like the stuff that's coming in Warzone, like what do you even think is going to be the future for Warzone? Because everyone keeps saying it's dying, it's dead. Like, you don't think it's going to die?
This is what I will say. This is... All right, hold on.
Bring the publicist back.
Bring the publicist back. He's got the gun there at him.
All right.
Yeah, watch yourself.
So I will say this right now. Obviously, Caldera isn't as good as Verdansk, right? But I will say that I personally think, write it down, clip it, that next year is going to be the breakout year for Warzone. That's
wow. That's a big statement.
You think it's gonna get bigger?
I think it will definitely get bigger.
Really?
I 100%. I feel like I can put my like if I had to gamble, I would say that this year is what I consider like it's still I think good, but I think a lot of people already have a sour taste in their mouth from the beginning of the what's it called, like the map.
Yeah.
And I think they're making the changes to make it fun. But I think with the rumors and everything spreading of like the next big thing, oh my God, the boys are here. They just got back and they're knocking on the door. Hey, can you get that? Okay. I personally think that the next year is gonna be insane, and then the year after that, even bigger. I don't know if you guys have seen the leaks on
That actually
Twitter.
gives me some hope.
That does give me hope. That really does give me hope.
That's just me. That's what I think right now we're in like a quote unquote failure year where, you know, a lot of people don't like the old school like style of things and stuff like that. But like that's Caldera. I know it's very classic, but I think next year is going to be a good year. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like that.
That's my opinion.
Because I feel like a lot of people.
That's his opinion, guys.
Stop, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Even just speaking on that, right? Because you held you and Hector and Diaz held the Baka WonderLAN.
That
Lucky.
It's cool.
The Baka WonderLAN, again, setting the standard for what lands to be for Warzone.
Like so
any
another
plans
one.
on doing similar?
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this, working out logistics behind the scenes on what that looks like. But I mean, definitely some bigger events planning as of right now. And I'm gonna say this: my goal in all this is to have this. I don't know if it'll eventually ever happen, right? With COVID obviously needing to die down, but this is what the future is. What I mean. I always like to dream big. I don't want to, like, with the WonderLAN, I think we did a pretty good job because we put no cap on what we think we could do and we just let our imaginations run wild. And, you know, I think we did great job, in my opinion. I don't know, I might be
you know,
biased,
you
but-
did it. You guys did an amazing job.
It looks so good.
Again.
But
Literally.
my goal is to one day have a live LAN event where anybody can go and compete and have qualifiers where it's a weekend of Friday. You have 200 people compete for a spot to get to Saturday. Then Saturday, you have 200 more people compete to get to Sunday, Championship Sunday. It's a huge
Yes.
We were talking about that too.
Like old school COD, like go to LAN,
Yup,
yeah,
absolutely.
More
qualify.
opportunities.
Yes.
For people.
Dude, I feel like everything's so like invite only these days.
Yeah,
I feel like everything's so
Yes.
like clicky and like like
So that's why we like to do things that are like open events that anybody can compete. So there's a pretty big announcement coming soon that I want you guys to stay tuned for. If you guys like Rebirth, then but don't tell anybody I told you guys. So
I'm gonna let
Rebirth.
myself out.
yeah. Wait, you like Rebirth now?
No, I don't like it again.
I love it.
sorry,
No,
Swagg.
I'm bored of it again.
Here, a good little special guest appearance.
A
real quick. He just
special
got home.
guest.
It's an interview.
Peace.
Yeah.
Hi,
other boy.
Swagg.
Hi.
A podcast?
Yeah, we're doing a little
Oh,
podcast.
podcast.
Oh, here. Hold on, let me just show him something real quick. Crazy, bro.
You're vibing.
Ooh, my brother. Sorry. Okay.
You're vibing. It's all good. Yeah, no, big
What
announcement
was it about?
coming. Rebirth, you were saying, cute.
Yeah, I didn't think you guys caught that or not, but big announcement coming soon. So just stay tuned. And people who always say that they don't get the opportunity, well, we started with an opportunity from Nick, and if it's possible, we like to give people the opportunity to put themselves out there. And,
I love that.
So,
I love that.
W.
That's awesome.
That's dope. That's
so
dope.
I didn't say anything, so shh.
You're gonna
Keep
be
it on the
reading that
low.
Rebirth 20.
Yeah.
No one knows.
I didn't say anything.
No, speaking of like even just Swagg just coming in now, like who are some of your favorite people that you've met in the scene? Because I know like
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously, the boys.
obviously the
Yeah.
boys.
Obviously my boys, right? But like obviously Nuke Squad, I mean, they took me in and like treated me like family from the get-go. I mean, I think I've met a lot of content creators. One person who I like, just obviously I didn't expect him to be mean by any means. I just didn't expect him to be as nice as he was Qrissy. Is when we stayed the night at his house, he was just like the nicest person ever. Like we were supposed to stay there for a day. He made us more flights for like to stay for 3 more days, and like he took care of us, got us like a streaming setup in there if we needed it, got us like literally did anything and everything possible to make sure that we were taken care of, like, and was just an amazing host. He was one of the nicest people like I've ever met. Like Cloak, I love you if you ever watch this.
That's so
Great
cool.
guy.
That is awesome.
So would you say that's like one of your best memories? Like just being able to go around like the country and just stay wherever you want and like be with your friends and
Yeah, I think it's crazy, like seeing all these people who I grew up like just like idolizing and like, you know, like, and then being able to just hang out with them, like, and just it's really cool, you know. And it's just, but one thing I think everybody like needs to understand is like a lot of these guys are just human beings where they're just like anybody else. And a lot of times, like even on streamers, I think you guys can all understand this. Like we get treated like shit sometimes because people forget we
yeah.
humans, we have feelings, and you know you know. But I mean, it's been a blessing. I would never ever take this for granted, and just the opportunity I've been given and been blessed with to be able to do this and just hang out with the people that I genuinely love. So yeah, I mean, Nuke Squad, Cloak, Tim, everybody's just always been so nice to us. So I love hanging out and meeting all these guys.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice.
awesome.
You've actually
really awesome.
got a really, really good group around you. So
Thank you.
and that's just what you need in this industry, especially.
Yeah.
You know, that's good.
Yeah.
Well,
I like to
even
keep our circle small.
I like that. And even on the flip side, like you were talking earlier about how it's not like perfect and everything. Like, have you ever had any really?
You're cutting out again.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Sorry. You were talking earlier about how like nothing's ever perfect and all that.
Oh my god, you gotta get it.
Oh my god, am I here? Hello.
Just going in.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god, I'm wilding out.
out.
on the flip side, have you had any like bad experiences?
Like with people?
Yeah.
Can be with people, just like even just
In general.
in general,
With
yeah.
streamers. Or
Yeah, streaming within
Yeah.
streaming.
I don't want to necessarily have bad experiences. There's a couple people in the scene who I just like to stay clear of.
Stay away from.
Yeah, for me, I'm very particular on who I play with, and has nothing to do with how good you are, has nothing to do with any of that. It's more of the type of person that you are. And for me, I like genuine people in my corner, and I like to be with people who like are good people in general. Like, and one thing I learned is just keep my circle very small. And like, if I ever do open up my circle, it's because like I genuinely believe you're a good person, and I'm not like you know what I'm saying. But like for me, it's never like I don't care how much followers you have, I don't care how fucking good you are at a game. It's like I care about how you are as a person, how you treat others. So that's kind of me. And like with that, so I mean I don't hate anybody. But there are definitely people who I just like to
Stay away from.
clear of.
Yeah, I like that too. Cause like, what's the point in beefing with someone really? Like, that's
I don't
just
like
wasted energy. That's just wasted energy. Literally.
I don't like
Yeah.
drama.
Drama
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So thank you.
Stay clear of the drama.
But do you feel like within your own group, do you find it hard to like navigate content? Like I know you were saying earlier, like you took the reins when it comes to like trying to like you took the reins on trying to get like the boys to come and live with you and just get a content house. Do you find it hard to navigate content like within you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the hardest thing probably out of anything. And it's mostly because of fucking Diaz. If you understand Diaz and how he is as a person, he's not a camera guy. He doesn't like being on camera. He doesn't like, that's what people always say, oh, like, why does he just get a camera? Like, it's not because he's like, it's literally because he's very introverted. So it's hard to get him to want to create content, right? But on that note, it's like, I don't know if you've seen like Hex. Like, Hex vlogs everything, like off the Hex, right? And
Yeah.
he's gotten people like formal who weren't comfortable on camera, who now are like really comfortable and don't really care and like show that personality of them, right? And so that's what I'm trying to do with Diaz. And it's like, I don't want, right now he probably feels uncomfortable, but hopefully eventually he's so used to the camera where like, to be honest, like he's gonna gain people's like love because people get to see who he is as a person. And not just like, because I always tell him like, D, what happens in Warzone? Like if Warzone ever dies, like what happens? Like you need to create relationships. You need to give something, like you need to show who you are as a person, not just like your game. Because for me, like I'm never really scared if whatever game I play, like because I don't care about the fucking game. I care about like the community, right? Like I care about like my family, like so it's like that's where I try. That's the biggest struggle with the Baka Bros is creating content because Diaz just doesn't like to create content. But I mean, for my personal channel, like I said, I figured out what does good for me, and that's vlogging and IRL content. So it's been hard to create content because I don't have anybody at home to do that with. But now that I invested in this setup, I can literally just come to LA whenever I want.
Whenever you want.
Content with the boys, yeah. So
that's the
it's fun. It's fun.
Do you guys have any like disagreements creatively? Like, do you guys ever feel like, oh no, we should do it this way, and then it doesn't go that way, or whatever, with whatever you guys do?
I mean, Lucky and I, it's never Diaz, right? But it's normally Lucky and I are always bouncing ideas off each other. I mean, obviously there's gonna be disagreements, but we like normally Diaz is the one that's like, okay, Lucky and I will be talking and going at like, okay, this we should do this, no we should do this, and then when we don't agree, we'll give it to Diaz. Diaz, what do you think?
Yeah.
Whatever he decides is usually what we end up with, just because it's 2-1 vote. So yeah, that's kind of how we handle those things.
Yeah, I kind of feel that as well because I feel like with it, what Nat? Sorry, you go.
Speaking
Diaz.
Who's the Diaz? Haley.
Haley Diaz for sure.
What are you doing, man? Oh my God.
That being said, though, Haley and I are as bad as each other when it comes to like being on camera. Like,
You guys don't like being on camera?
no.
Really?
Yeah, no. Keep it away from me.
No, I was just saying, right? Like when you're working in a group, content is like really hard because you're not only working for yourself. Like you have to make sure everyone's on the same page And then like getting everyone just organized is so hard in itself. So like,
I think you need like with this kind of stuff, especially with a group, you need to understand that, like for me, it's like I've learned. I went through school. I grinded my ass off. Like I graduated. I worked a job that I didn't really like. And it's like for me, I'm like I've been given this opportunity in life. I have to work my absolute fucking hardest. Like you know who gets the worst? My girlfriend. Is I should be like, hey, can we go do this? Can we? And I'll tell her no. Like we have like we work hard.
Yeah.
We work really hard now, and in the future we'll go out and be able to do the things that we want to do. Yeah. But like you look at like Nick now he's put in the time, he's put in the work, and he's like, he's the biggest fucking name that you can possibly think of, right? And I mean, he's able to go out and go take Emu out and do the things that he wants to do. So eventually that will be the thing. But for now, it's like, that's why I try to push the boys as much as possible to just get as much content and just work their ass up now, because in the future, there'll be time to relax. But for now, it's like, we've been given the opportunity. Like, let's not take that for granted,
Exactly. I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Nah.
I love that.
I love that.
May, if you're listening, May.
No, I feel like we have gotten through to Haley though, because she's been on a TikTok content grind. I'm like, let's do our YouTube, let's do our TikTok, let's stream every night. This is what we're gonna do. Like, this is what we want. Like at 7 p.m. Get on.
Same time and everything.
Same time. Like, I feel like this is the inspiration and the talk we needed. Just to like.
I would actually agree. Yeah.
Yeah, like just to see, another group do it and to just. What would you say, like, is your biggest achievement in 2021, though?
2021, probably the LAN. Like that's probably our biggest thing, because it's not like, it wasn't me, it was as an individual. It was like a collective. It was the Baka Bros, us all doing that together. And I mean, you guys obviously saw the finished product, but that was in development for like a long time. Yeah. And it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get that to happen the way it did, and to run as smoothly as it did. So that, for me, to do something like that, like I remember at the end of it all, we were just all hanging out. And I remember like all the Call of Duty players were just hanging out like after the event, and I was just standing there like literally like just like this, and
just
like
looking.
I was just my eyes were watering. I was like, damn, like we did it.
You did that, yeah. You guys did that.
It was so cool.
I really had positive things too.
Thank you.
Nah, that's a really.
Get up.
Okay, even. Yo, he wants a kiss. He wants a kiss. Even just coming off
goals for 2022.
Yeah. What about? I can say the goals, right? I can say the goals.
Yeah, you can say the goals.
I mean, for me, to be honest, if like my goal for 2022 is just work my ass off on YouTube. It's just really create content that people genuinely want to see, and bring my like personality that people know on Twitch. Because I don't know, like, if you guys know that Twitch and YouTube are two completely different worlds, and it's like you can be one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, and it doesn't correlate at all to YouTube. Like, if you grow on YouTube, like I will always say this: if you are big on YouTube and you have a platform on YouTube, like you work your ass off, because that is very hard. To do. Like it is. It actually is. For me, it's just showing the personality more on the YouTube, because I put out my Call of Duty videos and they do horrible. But any vlogs that I do, any content, like those always do amazing. So for me, it's just for this year, like if I'm not, let's say, enjoying Caldera as much, my goal is like, okay, like if I'm not gonna be like grinding the like Caldera or whatever, I'm gonna be working hard somewhere else. So for me, it's really grinding the YouTube, and not only for my channel, but for the Baka Bros as well. So the Baka Bros channel as well. So those are my goals for it. It's just 2022 is just YouTube, doing the best that I can to really just grind that out.
Love that. And what would you say is your one piece of wisdom that you can give to anyone in this space, or just people in general?
New streamers, anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna give like two pieces of advice because they kind of correlate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say two things. Is I see so many people trying, and it goes both ways, is trying to be something that they're not, right? Know who you are as a person and be very honest with yourself. So it's like see, I struggle with this being something that I'm not at the beginning of the stream. Like I was very quiet, very timid, and like that's not who I am. But I was scared to be like who I really am on stream because like I'm just like I just scared of what people thought about me. So that's the biggest thing. I think obviously it goes the other way as well. So it's just like go and be yourself. And then the second piece of advice is know your lane. Know who you are as a person. And let's say when you look at Nat, when you look at Hmay, when you look at Qrissy, it's like, what do you individually bring to the table? What do you think is your biggest strong suit? And then from there, try to highlight that as best as possible. So like that's the biggest advice I can give to any streamer, any aspiring like content creator is don't try to be something you're not. Because I can tell you right now, if I tried to claim that I was the best player in the world, I would be down bad. So it's just you have to know who you are as a content creator and as a person. And that's the biggest advice I can give to anybody is that.
I like that. Needed to hear that for sure.
That was good.
Oh,
Thank you.
This was so much fun.
I know this was very fun.
This was so much fun.
Do we have any questions from the chat that they want to ask Hector for like a minute or two before we wrap it up? I just want to say, like, holy, this was such a W episode. Like, I felt like I could just.
Thank you guys for having me.
Like, I feel like you're one of most of our like most talkative like person. And we can just sit here and listen, and like that's
so
good, you know.
Insight into everything as
Literally,
well.
like that hour went so quick.
I'm
really
a very people person.
Yeah, you are. Someone asked, can you ask him why he's so sexy?
Yo, I'm saying the same thing.
Yo, Roz, chill.
God damn.
Of course, chat don't have any.
It's the ass
Wild
labs.
out.
Of course, chat don't have any fucking serious questions.
You can't take chat seriously.
Yo, well, that wraps it up for our episode with Hector, aka Repullze. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
we
you.
truly appreciate it. This was such a W.
Thank you guys for having me, guys.
Thank you.